Scrapbook friends, Helen here. Welcome back to my channel. It's day 4 of 30 days of sketches, and today I have a sketch for you by me. I'll show you the sketch when we get to the desk. There are already some great interpretations of this sketch in the Facebook group, so please go check that out. I'll put the link in the description. Some people have straightened it up, some people have left the diagonal pattern paper and straightened the photos up. Some really great interpretations anyway. But before we get to my take on my sketch, if you're not already a subscriber, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you enjoy the video, please give it a like. Let me know in the comments what you've enjoyed. And if you're not sure what to say, just leave an emoji for the sake of engagement. That out of the way, let's get scrapping. I'm going to be using Hey Little Magpie embellishment kit for February. I think Sarah has a couple of these left. I am going to also be using this Ellie Studio paper pack from like January, February. I think it was released in January. I've got my January Ellie Studio subscribe kit, and I've also got my February one. And I've got a couple of add-ons I bought in February. Oh, I don't know how that's ended up on the wrong side. I'll sort that out later. So that and these hearts. So let me get this sorted. How's that ended up on the back? Who knows? This is me planning out the February Cornwall holiday. And here's my sketch. So I've got this diagonal paper up the middle. Now the width of the paper I've purposefully done where the photo is going to be hiding a join. Same with the small photos, can hide the join in any papers, because when you put diagonal, 12 inches doesn't go diagonal, so you cut a bit and stick it on the other end. And it's got what, 6 photos in a journaling block, a 2x3 journaling block. So I'll leave that there. I don't think I'm going to do any mixed media on this one today, so I'm just using American Crafts cardstock. And then these are my photos from St Ives. I'll walk around St Ives. And whilst we were there, it was church parade day for the Cubs and the Scouts. So there's a brass band walking through town. So we're going to start with the diagonal elements of the pattern paper. So I'm not sure what to use. You need to think about directional things as well, because the I'm going to need to use the papers probably landscape, not portrait. So you're going to have images in this which are directional. But I suppose because I can hide the join behind the photo, I can use something that is sort of directional that way. And you've got a bit there and a bit there. So that might work. It's not quite going to be a 4-inch width of it. Probably use these journaling cards, possibly. We'll have that out as a journaling card. And then I'm thinking I need something. I'll probably use the grey for the strips. See, I like that as well, but I'm wanting something a bit brighter because the weather wasn't brilliant. The photos are a bit dull. So let's go with the pink for now, and then we'll choose my other bits later. Now, on the photo, my 6x4 photo is matted. What I've done is when I've trimmed it off the paper, I've left a border. I've done these photos in Word. I've done an A4 sheet and sized the photos to the size I needed them, and then printed it all on one A4 sheet. So this photo is 6x4, and then I've cut it with a white border. So 4 inches of pattern paper should hide behind that. So I'm going to cut this in 2 lots of 4-inch. Which should leave me with a little 1/2-inch piece left, because these papers are 6 by 8.5. Unless if you use a 1/4 inch strip for something else, it leaves me a 1/4 inch left. Okay. So they're going to go like that across the page. And then you've got the photo there hiding the join. So this isn't so much for going it straight, it's just making sure I put them on both on the same angle. We are just going to stick. We're going to commit today. We are not going and ah about what's going where. I have about 40 minutes before I need to load the computer up for work. Load the work laptop up. And seeing as I'm doing this video real time, I don't want to hang about very much. So we just need to make sure that this end is off the edge. Whoops. I maybe should use wet glue for this, give me a little bit more wiggle room. And then I am using the T-square, so it's about there. Yeah, the T-square off that edge to give me the same angle. And then that is going to go there. Probably more further down, just after where the join is there. Yeah. Adhesive in the middle. What you can do on this bit here as well is, if you're worried about it dipping down into that, just put little bits of scrap, something you're not going to use that's the same width. Just try and get this the same diagonal wonk, same angle. There we go. And then you just come in with a pair of scissors. I find it easier doing this with a pair of scissors because I'm going to butt that straight edge of my scissors up against my background piece, which will keep that as being cut to the edge. You can, of course, just do it on your trimmer if you're a lot more confident than I am with not messing it up. There we go. So that's that done. Put it the right way up. And throw my scissors on the floor. Let me go retrieve my scissors. Okay. Now for the border pieces. So, think about it, the photos are going to go smaller photos. So we've got here, up to that edge. We've got a little one here, a little one there, big one here, and a little one there, and then my journaling blocks there. So we need the border pieces. I'm thinking to do some strips of this red. And I'm just going to do 1/4 inch strips. It was a bit wider than that on the original, on the sketch. I don't think that's straight. Are they straight? They are. That one just doesn't look straight. So I need 4 of these because it's going again all the way across. And the join's hiding behind the photos. So it's going to go there. Okay. I'm going to use a little tiny bit of wet glue for this because my ATG is very wide. Won't go all the way to the end on this end because it's going to be trimmed off. Trick with this now is getting this down without accidentally dropping it on top of the photo where there's glue. There we go. There we go. And then the next one. Just going to spread the glue out a bit as well so it's not going to splurge out underneath it. And I'm not getting too precious about accidentally popping some glue somewhere wrong up here because you've got embellishment clusters to go there. And we'll see photo. So that's those done. And then that photo is going to cover that joint. I might mat these photos. I might actually take that up and mat that, to be honest with you. Should have done it before I stuck it. I might use some blue. So that's that. Nope. Fitbit's telling me I need to charge. There we go. Oh, didn't mean to squish it that way under the paper. Let's butt up to it. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to take that off and mat that. Just a very small mat. Oh, don't drop them with the glue on. Okay, and then, oh, there we go. Look, I didn't do the butt into the edge thing there and cut a bit of the background paper, silly me. Okay, that's that. Right, I want to mat this. I've decided I want to mat this. See, this is what happens when I commit. I change my mind. This is why I don't often commit. Because I change my mind. Okay, a bag of bits. That might be big enough to mat some of the little ones. I might match some of the little ones on that. See, I want something brighter. Let's try that. I'm not entirely convinced I've cut that straight, you know. I'm going to trim it to 6x4 exactly, because I'm not convinced I've cut it straight. It's going to be fun now. It's going to get... Yeah, I definitely haven't cut that straight. I can't do it on that because that only has a 4-inch wide measure, doesn't it? So I'm not going to measure my 6-inch. Okay, so that's straight there. How to get glue all over your trimmer. Pull your photo up and decide to trim it afterwards. Get that straight. This actually looks like it printed a little bigger than 6x4. There we go. Okay. Is that going to fit on that? No. Okay, we're going to go on this. So we're going to go, so that's 6x4. We're going to do this. This darn trimmer without the... I'm going to do it 8 and... 8.5? Yeah, we're going to do 8.5. No, we're going to do it 6.5, which means that we take 2 inches off. So this does, let me just make sure this is still an 8.5 inch long piece. Yes, it is. So, yeah. So I want this to be 6.5 inches. So we are going to take 2 inches off the bottom, which makes, because there's no 6.5 inch measure. So that makes that 6.5 left. And then I'm going to do it by 4.5. That's going to map this photo. That's huge. Oh, that is huge, isn't it? Do a double mat it. I couldn't visualise it. I'm going to double mat it. Oh. Right, do we double mat it? Do we bring another colour in? Double mat it. I don't know. I don't think. No, we're going to take another 1/4 inch off this. We're going to do 6.25 by 8.25. We'll do that. 6.25 by 4.25 even. 4.25. And we need to take 1/4 inch off that way to make that way 6.25. Trial and error, right? Until you get something looking like, yeah, what you're happy with. Okay. Just because I was quite, you know, I liked the white mat, but I think I'd got the white mat wrong and I don't think it was straight. So that's why we're changing it up. Also now I need to try and get this straight to the pattern. Is that gone under a bit? I don't know, I think that's about right. I think that might come over too far actually. Oh, you know. Right, we want it about there. Right, these little ones are 2 by 3, so we are going to do, see that 1/4 inch is really big as well, isn't it? So, it'll have to be 2.25 because I can't see anything smaller than that on the trimmer. Bear with, let me just have a look. I'll get them that way. Try and get a really little border around them. We want a really skinny border around these. We'll use this trimmer for this. Because what I can do is just line the bottom of the photo up with the edge of the finger guard. And that gives me a really skinny border. That's one of the last photos on the way back up to the car park. So I can go there. Wrong way. that's actually a view from, actually I'll do that one there. That's the view from the bus station on the way back down to the car park. That's just before we get back to the car park, to that point. I don't know, I'm gonna have enough, I don't think I've got enough of this blue left. I might have to do some on the pattern blue. Okay, this is when you're walking into town from, so this is along the front actually in town. That's that. Let's have a look. No, okay, get. There is a piece of blue patterned paper which I think will do the little ones on, so I'm just getting the scraps squared away. Let's have a look. There it is. Two of them, don't know where the other one, ah, that's it. There's two there, that's why. Just a second, I'm just gonna be right back. Okay, so let's get these little ones. Don't go all the way to the edge when I'm putting adhesive on, because you never know. You might want to tuck something underneath the photo. You might want to layer. So that's that one. I promise the next sketch to do, I won't do so many photos. And mine tends to be the sketches with lots of photos on. How many was on my last one I did for 30 days? Was it 15? 11? Something like that, I can't remember. But I did it in a way where you could just do lots of big photos. I'm not completely insane. That one goes there. So yeah, like that. And then we're going to have a journaling piece here. Which is, so this one, journaling piece that comes here is basically the width of that and then that side. So let's get everything else stuck and we will go from there. So I want to get these on the same angle as the photo. So I'm going to pop that along the base of the side of the photo. I'm butting it right up to its mat. Make sure it's going, oh, my fingers aren't working this morning. So it's going right up to the mat, right up to that edge there. There we go. Can overlap the mat a bit. It might be nice overlapping the mat a bit. But I quite like it at the minute like that. And then that one's going there, and then we just need, actually, you know what, I am going to bring these in a bit. So I'm not doing any like tuckies and layers. So having them over the mat kind of gives that, and it's also, actually, if I do this one down here over the mat, it's going to hold that mat down. There we go. I'm going to leave that one low, so they're not all over the mat. You've got like different levels of interest on there. Right, journaling spot. Now, use one of these, or I can use one of the cards. I think I'm going to use one of these. I think I'm going to use one of the cream ones, probably the grid. So let's get this cut in two. Now I'm going to take any of it off because it is going to be trimmed down. I'll do it this way round. All my pencils are in my bag from the weekend. Oh, found one. So it's there to there. Okay, so a mark on there. Pencil mark on there. It was a nice surprise walking around St Ives, and then all of a sudden we heard this brass band coming. So by the church. So church parade is my brother used to do church parade when he was in the Sea Scouts. So the Cubs in the scouting like the scouting and brownie organisations usually attached to a Church of England church, an Anglican church, and once a month is church parade. So the Cubs and Scouts, brownies, will march from a meeting point for all the packs in that area to the church that their pack is associated with. And all like the mums and dads and aunties and come out and watch. And it was, yeah, it was church parade day when we were in. So it just happened to be church parade day when we were in St Ives, we didn't know. And yeah, there's this brass band. I love a brass band. Do love a brass band. Right, embellishing time. So on the sketch, I have like these embellishments here and here. So it's like the diagonal, the opposite diagonal along the page. And the title's here. Haven't thought of a title yet, actually. Yeah, that's a thought. What's the title for the page? Sights and sounds, maybe? Have I got enough S's? I've not got enough S's, but I can certainly have enough S's in a different font. So on my title, I've got like larger and then a smaller font. So I could do sights and then a smaller font sound and sounds. This is like a tall, narrow one. So S-I-G-H-T-S. Yep, we'll do it in this one. I'm trying to keep stuff that's got too much of a glare off them there for the minute. Nope. Okay. I hope this is narrow enough. So do it right up to there. I'm going to use the bottom of this photo as my guide. So with alphas, I really don't like alphas where it's multicoloured letters and you can't get one word in the same colour. But I don't mind using 2 different fonts. So if I have like one word is in one colour and the next word is in a different colour, or I've got one word in one font and a second word in a different font, I'm absolutely okay with that. But it's when it's different colours, and if I can't go it so that, like, say there's 5 colours and it's a 5-letter word, 5 different colours, it's just, yeah, I really struggle. So, and but this kind of thing when you're doing 2 different fonts, or if it's like really obvious, it's like the Vicky Bruce's got a font, I think it's Discover and Create, where it's absolutely obvious that it is, you know, it's not just different colours, it's different shapes. And that I can cope with. Yeah, so anybody else got any other quirks when it comes to fonts and things? I need an ampersand. So like this one where everything's different, I can cope with that. I need a little ampersand. Is there an ampersand in that? Yes, there was. Let's get Nellie's puffy for the ampersand. And then spend forever trying to get that little bit out of there. Oh, it's come out straight away. Okay. So yeah. But yeah, using multiple fonts I'm fine with. Using one font that's got lots of different colours within the same font and you just can't match anything, I really struggle with that. I might need to get the earlier letters closer together. Let's have a play with that. I also need to go straight. Oops. Right, sights and sounds. Then we need to embellish. So I've got embellishments coming up there, and I'm just thinking whether I incorporate some of these gold or maybe the red doilies. It's like my anchor point to start the embellishments from. Which of course means pulling things up. Yeah, I like that. So that's going to go about there. And that one's going to come down here. See, this is what happens when you commit. Doilies are great fun trying to get adhesive on them. Yeah. So these are like my anchor points for my embellishment clusters. Oh, throwing everything everywhere now. Yeah, like that. And then sit that back down at the top. There we go. Okay. Just sequins I can dot around later. I love these hearts. There's loads of twine in here as well, and lots of hearts. I love, so there's these big puffy hearts which are gorgeous, and there's some fabric flowers, that's the word I was looking for. Some cherries. So we're going to add them on. Probably do these last. Do like paper embellishments first. Let's have a look at my January kit. I might need to get some things out. I just think what are these stamps I've got. So yeah, this January 25 kit. No. What can I do? Right, we're going to have a think. I am doing where that is right now. We're going to have a think what else I can add to it. I'm definitely going to fit these in somewhere. But we need more. And there's the sketch. Right, I'll be back when I've had a think. Hey, sorry. Okay, so we got carried away planning. A little carried away planning, and I started just scattering some embellishments. So these and these are from the February Hey Little Magpie embellishment kit, and I think I'm done with bits from that now. Oh no, I'm not, because I'm going to scatter some sequins. So we're going to pop that out of the way, pop the sketch back there. These are from this sheet of chipboard from the February add-ons, and then this here is from the January kit. I just thought I'd write the date on there, you see. So we can get these stuck down, and then I'm just going to bob some of the sequins around. Yeah, I was just planning and got carried away. It is, in fact, today this sketch is due up, and I've not got it finished. I am, just for safety, going to put some adhesive behind the chipboard, because we all know what chipboard adhesive is like, no matter what the brand. Okay, so yeah, it is now the 4th, and I'm still playing with this video, with this sketch. It is just because I started it before work yesterday morning, and then didn't come back to it. I normally would, if I don't finish it in the morning before I start work, come back to it on a break. I did it yesterday. So I'm just going to dot some sequins about, and I'm just going to randomly pop a few dots of adhesive. Get rid of that cat hair. The cat's probably been up on this in the night. And I'm just going to randomly, you know, just a few dots for some sequins. There's one there already, one there already. Right, okay. Ick. Don't drop your lid on your embellish on your layout. Wouldn't advise it. Okay, so love this sequin mix. This is called, the sequin mix is called Hugs and Kisses. I am, so don't end up with them everywhere, I'm going to pop them in an embellishment tray where I pick them up. And I'm going to use, I've had this for years, look, it's the original branding for Quick Cuts. And I think on the, I've not done any actually on the mat there. But yeah, some like little hearts. There's silver holographic circular ones. There's some gold ones. I need to turn that over. It's the right way up. I don't add too much gold because of the big gold doily, but I do want to get some of these sequins dotted around. I'm going to put some of these clear ones on the big gold doily. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's my sketch, so I have to say I really enjoyed this sketch. But I have really enjoyed playing. It was based on a layout that I did last year sometime. Which I had printed photos with no idea of where that layout was going. And then just played with the photos and they ended up in this kind of like this. So I really liked that. And when you know, I volunteered to do a sketch, and among many other people, and Christy reached out and asked me to do one. I thought I was going through a few different ideas, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to look at an old layout for inspiration, and saw the one that this is based on. I was like, that'll do. I like that, enjoyed doing that, let's do that one. I just thought it was a little different as well, the challenge of doing the diagonals. So many photos. I think, you know, you may be getting used to now the fact that I like to try and get a lot of photos on a page. I mean, I do lots of single photo layouts, but I do also try to tell a story with a lot of photos. I try my best, because at the end of the day they need scrapping, and if I can get lots of photos on a page that tells my story, that's what I'm going to do. So there we are. Just got to pop the date on. I need to double check the date. I know it was a Sunday when we were in Cornwall, so I need to double check the date. Add the date on. Just a bit of journaling about how when we got to St Ives, we went for a walk around. We went to our favourite coffee shop, which it's upstairs along the front. It's called the Surf Shack. They've got like a table in the window looking out over this, sort of looking out over there. And also when we'd walked around the street, we come round the corner that's backing onto like the street here. So the main shopping street, when we'd walked along there, we got to the church at the other end. There's a brass band, and we stopped and listened to the brass band for church parade. So yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I will try and get a video tomorrow for day 5. I might skip a day to try and catch up. But at the end of the day, if I don't do a video every day, it's not the end of the world. But I am trying to this series. So we shall see. So here we go. There's my layout for my sketch, day 4 of 30 Day Sketches Series 16. Thanks so much for watching. See you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.